Long-time coal miner, son, and I live in Waynesburg now, and I'm not mad at anybody. But I proposed a few weeks ago to the Historical Society and the Parks and Recreation to build a memorial to the coal miners in Cecil Township. Probably the best thing to do is just to read it here because my memory is gone. Memorial to the 100 years of the coal industry in Cecil Township, and to the miners who died in the coal mines in our communities. If the mission of the Historical Society is to document, preserve,
collect, document, preserve.
Pardon me?
Collect, document, and preserve.
Yes, collect, preserve, and display what's left of our coal industry, then we need to do something about it. We can't preserve the tipples or the slatums or the red dog roads, and we can't preserve the lowly clinker, but we can preserve the lowly clinker. They still survive. They're indestructible because they were useless. I propose to collect what's left of the defunct coal industry, this lowly clinker. So you can see it over there on Goose Road, where it turns, where the O'Hare Road comes over.
Excuse me, Ken, can you please,
collect and preserve.
Ken,
yes.
Can you please explain to our residents what a clinker is? They might know it, but I don't.
Clinker, when they dug out the coal, they piled it in slatums, and the slatums through combustion was burned, and the clinkers would weld together. And when they'd go to collect the red dog, the clinkers were useless because they would all fuse into one big chunk.
And what is the clinker? What is
The clinker
it?
is
Is
red
it made
dog.
up of red dog
Red dog
that's
fused
fused
together.
together?
From the fire, and you heat.
Fire, okay.
But I wanted to build a memorial to our miners that died in the mine, and build a pavilion to the miners. From Hill Station, I have Ford, Snyder, Procaccini, Davidson, and Thiele. And those that survived, like my father, my grandfathers, and my uncles. All I need from the board is permission, for the board to give permission to the Parks and Recreation Committee, to give permission to the Historical Society, to give permission to me to go through my project. And all I need is a yes or no.
So are you talking about raising money for it, or do you have money?
If I gave all the money myself personally, would it matter?
Well, I was just curious where the money was coming from. I think
I have plans for the money.
I think it's a great idea myself. I mean, I live out on Rising Road, and I know that beneath me is the mine by the Pittsburgh Coal Company, the Laurel Hill mine, and I actually was able to go onto the website and see everybody that died in that mine over the years too. And I mean, you were going back in the
Rising
1800s. No, it was the Pittsburgh Coal Company mine right underneath where I live.
I've been in touch with both the Pittsburgh Coal Company and UMWA, and they told me to write letters that request for funds, and they told me to shoot high. The Falcone Group, my attorney is also their attorney, and he will help us with the 501(c) and anything else that we need.
Let me ask the other supervisors, how did everybody feel about this?
I think it's a great idea, but I don't know. Why don't you explain to the board, Ken, just what area do you need? Where do you want it to be?
I wanted to
what
build
size?
it in the Cecil Park. I talked with Shirley. She says there's an area over by the creek that we could use for that.
And what size do you need? And I'm with you.
A pavilion similar to the one in Hendersonville. I don't know if anybody's seen that. I'm sure most people have. And just an area, maybe 10 by 20. Bring the clinker, put it in, and have a memorial with maybe a fence around it, and a memorial with like a headstone with a bronze plaque on it listing the miners. And then on the pavilion, little plates, people who worked in the mine, give their lives, suffered.
And would that include miners from Muse
Miners, like my father, he didn't die.
Hill Station?
He put his time in.
All the towns.
Would it be miners from all over Cecil Township, correct? I don't see.
Yeah, I have a list of about 12 already that people come to me and they gave me names.
That would be miners that
The deceased miners would
Mine or-
go on the plaque.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
The deceased miners would go on the plaque with the headstone in front of the blinker, like a little area. And then the pavilion would have little nameplates that everybody that wanted to donate $100 to the memorial or whatever, they put a nameplate as their father, grandfather, whoever.
And the pavilion would be what, a picnic?
Pavilion, just like the pavilions at the park now.
I don't see any problem with going forward with it.
I think it's a great idea.
I mean, we can all decide on the location as you raise the money and go forward.
Yeah, I think with Shirley.
Agree with the parks board and everything and get all together on that. I really don't. Shirley, do you see any problem with it at all?
I don't. I actually think it would be a great asset.
I think it'd be good too.
The rain, you have to speak
She
up.
said it'd be a great asset. But I really think go ahead and go forward with it and we can just work out the details.
You might want to check with Ryan Sykes on the Montour Trail Historical Society. He's got a lot of information on everything, and you can put signs up all along the trail.
Oh,
I-
to guide people to it, you mean like that?
Yeah, Ryan Sykes.
Okay.
Check with the Montour Trail website, and Ryan Sykes does all the history. We got the #1 crane that was on the Montour River out at Robinson, K.A. Robinson. It's something out there to refurbish and stuff like that.
I think the general consensus is go ahead and move forward, keep us informed as you go with the project.
I will.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And now we're going to get ready to start in our business meeting. And the first thing I'd like to say before we start, I'd like to wish Supervisor Frank Ludwin a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Frank.
Hey,
Thank you. Okay.
young 81, right?
Thank you.
I'm still above the grass,
Okay. All right, the first report would be the township managers. Go on.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have provided written reports to the board members in the interest of brevity. Most of the items